Now listen, y'all gonna think I'm a little bit crazy for this, right? But hear your boy out all the way. You want to find out what that person's truly into, the person that you're dating. This doesn't matter. It can be a man or a woman. Stop worrying about their exes or what their exes look like, because that don't mean nothing. They probably settled for those individuals. Stop worrying about who they're following on Instagram, because that'll set you up as well. You really know what that man or that woman's into? Go look at their porn search browser. Now hear me out. This person got on their phone or on a computer and specifically searched for a certain type of individual numerous times. From a physical standpoint, that is truly what they're attracted to, if you can find access to it. So when you look up and this man is following a whole bunch of titty torpedo Tinas or booty Bonquishas or bearded Brandon and the masked heroes, that's what that person's into, regardless of what they want to lie and say. Now, I don't know why I'm telling you this information, because it's going to drive y'all crazy, because y'all get to thinking about it. But tell me if I'm wrong. Believe your comment in the comment section. But y'all grown, you're going to do what y'all want to do.
Men love to talk about the best sex they ever had. But what they're really talking about is the woman who made them feel the most alive, seen, and unguarded. It's never just about the body. It's about the experience. When men reminisce, they're not replaying positions. They're replaying emotions. The laugh before it started, the way time disappeared, the way there was no pressure to perform or prove anything, the way they could just be. The sex they remember most wasn't rushed, it wasn't desperate, it wasn't forced. It was effortless, natural, aligned. That's why the loudest, wildest, most chaotic encounters rarely win. Intensity fades, novelty fades. What doesn't fade is how safe they felt being fully present. Men remember the woman who didn't need validation, the woman who wasn't competing, the woman who wasn't trying to be unforgettable. She just was. They remember how relaxed their body felt, how calm their mind was, how easy it felt to connect. The best sex is where there was no anxiety, no ego games, no power struggle, just mutual desire and emotional availability. That's why comparison is a trap. You're not measured against someone's past. You're felt in the present. Men don't crave perfection. They crave resonance. They don't remember who tried hardest. They remember who felt right. And here's the part most people miss. The sex that stays with them usually came from emotional safety first. Connection before chemistry. Trust before intensity. People don't remember performance. They remember presence. And presence is the most seductive thing there is. And that's why the women who leave the deepest imprint are rarely the ones who try to impress. They're the ones who are emotionally grounded, the ones who didn't perform femininity, didn't compete for attention, didn't center their worth around being desired. Men remember the woman who felt like peace, not pressure. The woman who felt like home, not a challenge. The woman who made intimacy feel like connection instead of conquest. Because at the end of the day, the nervous system tells the truth. The body remembers safety. The mind remembers calm. The heart remembers being accepted without conditions. That's why years later, when men talk about the best, they're not nostalgic for chaos. They're nostalgic for ease, for being chosen without having to earn it, for being wanted without being tested. The best sex is never about doing more. It's about being more present, more open, more real. And that's the secret nobody markets. The most unforgettable experience is emotional alignment. Not intensity, not drama, not performance. Just two people feeling fully seen at the same time. That's what lasts.
Ladies, if you know the guy that you're dealing with is not a leader, he's unstable, and he has no intentions on marrying you, why are you having sex with him? And the reason why I say that, because we got to be more solutionary with these problems, because single mothers right now is at an all-time high. You get what I'm saying? There's more women walking around here with kids than men, statistically. It's a large group of women having sex with a small demographic of men. Men have an addition to this problem. But women, you hold the keys to sex. You know this man is not good for you. You know this man hasn't had a job in years. You know this man can't take care of himself. So why are you letting him procreate with you? That 20-minute good feeling does not negate the fact of what you're going to deal with having a child that you wasn't ready for down the line.
What do you look for in a woman?
What I look for in a woman is pretty universal, and I'm not sure if it's been explained this way, but I'm going to try. There's 3 things that every man wants, and if you do these 3 things, you can procure any man that you want. And this isn't my information that I just came up with. This is actually research-based, and the first thing is being useful. How can you be useful to the person in your life? Why is that important? Because when you are a useful asset to the man that you want to be, then there is no way that he's ever going to want to get rid of you. The second thing is you have to blow his mind in the bedroom. What does that mean? That means you take the wildest, nastiest thing that you've ever done, figure out the wildest, nastiest thing that he's ever done, and exceed that. Otherwise, he can just get it from somewhere else. Now, the third thing, and this thing is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you do the first 2 things. If you don't do this last thing, then you won't be able to keep your man, and that is respect. Always respect your man. Now, if you have any confusion as to what respect is, say to yourself, would I say this to the person who is writing my checks? Would I say this to my boss? And if you wouldn't, don't say it to your man. So, I'm looking for those 3 things.
Okay.
Do you know what turns on a man of substance? No, it's not that little short skirt. It's a woman who has her own mission, not just a woman who's hanging around waiting to tag on to his. When you have your own lane, your own life, and things you love, that is sexy to a lot of men. And it deepens the connection. Top tier men want a woman who is doing her own thing. So when you get together, you have something totally different to talk about, and it adds value to the relationship. If you're a woman who is whole with or without him, type the word whole down below. If you want more of these nuggets on getting the top tier, high quality man, hit follow below.
Okay, so look, the first one is that it depends, right? It depends on his attachment. If he is an insecurely attached man, the sex that they find attractive is not the same. An insecurely, not even insecurely, an avoidant type of guy, right? Meaning, the type of sex that gets better over time, through getting to know someone, through intimacy, is actually the type that lasts longer and that's more pleasurable. The problem is that insecure men can never get to that place, right? Avoidant men can never get to that place. They actually find the type of sex to be the most attractive, the type that's more, that lacks intimacy, you know, distant. The type that has tension and toxicity, you know. They don't know how to have good, boring sex. That it might look normal, but because of the emotional connection you have with the other person, it feels different. That's what they call making love with someone. So the first one is different, you know. A securely attached guy, what you'll notice is that at first may not be the best, but over time it gets better. As they listen to you, as they pay attention to the things that you like, to the things that you don't like, you know, they notice that you like this position more than that one, And so that attention to you, because they are developing true feelings for you, over time makes the sex better on top of just the emotional connection. It's like holding hands with a stranger versus holding hands with somebody that you love, right? It's more intense. So that's the first one, is that it depends on their emotional attachment style. The next thing is that men see sex as a way to connect with you physically and emotionally. Meaning, it's very rare that you find it's not very rare, but it's an activity that connects mind and body to create a very deep connection. Now, again, this does not apply to every guy, okay? Men that are securely attached will see this as a form to connect with you, all right? The men that are insecurely attached will not see this as a way to connect with you. The way that not so insecurity, avoidant, I'm being very specific, avoidant men do not see this as a way to connect, okay? They usually connect with themselves through the act of sex because they're incapable of connecting with somebody else. That's why they're avoiding, right? But the majority of men see that as a way to connect with you, as a way to feel closer to you. And that's why the deeper the connection you have with the guy, the better the sex will be, okay? And so if a guy is not using it to connect with you, if you're having connectionless sex, which, let me tell you something, at first there's not a lot of connection, okay? That's why it might feel a little awkward. That's why that guy might feel like he's acting, simply because, you know, they're not good actors when it comes to that kind of stuff, okay? But over time, they begin to develop feelings for you. And when they develop feelings for you, that's when they start to feel a deeper connection. They make stronger eye contact, and that naturally increases the quality of sex. The sex becomes better over time, right? That's the second thing, is that they use it as a way to connect with you, to get deeper with you, and you'll notice it because over time they want to connect with you more. They want to be with you more. They don't just treat you as an object, right? And let me tell you something. Anytime you feel like a guy is treating you like an object, like he's having sex with you, but he's almost like treating you like a hoe, that's problematic. That's humongously problematic, actually. I mean, that guy got to go to therapy. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because that's a guy whose mind is warped by sex, by porn, and that's very specific. Men who have a porn addiction, they see sex as they don't see it as a way to connect. They see it as almost like a performance.
Shorty, how you think he got good at sex? Don't get mad at the body count. How do you think he got good at sex? Fellas, it goes same for you too, buddy. I'm sorry.
The next one is she is willing to try new things. Sex can get routine. It shouldn't get routine, but it can get routine for a lot of people. One of the ways to make sure that it's not routine is to try new things. New things could be a new position. New things could be a new place in the house or maybe outside of the house. New things could be introducing some toys to the mix. There are a lot of different things that you could do to try something new. So my suggestion is that you do that. Don't allow the sex to become routine and boring. Try new things. And I know as a man, it's really exciting and fun to experiment and to try new things. And if it doesn't work out, laugh about it. If it turns into a complete disaster, laugh about it. Say, you know what? We're never going to do that again. And then try something else. You will be surprised how many things that you find that you didn't even know that you liked.
Basically, last year, I went totally out of character and started being intimate with a person I had no business dealing with. What started out as a one-time drunk, forbidden encounter ended up happening more and more, and I need to say it is the best sex I've ever had. There is multiple things that this person does to me that I have never experienced, and because we are keeping it a secret, it entices me even more. Now I'm at the point where I want to pursue a possible relationship with this person. But if this secret affair comes out, it will destroy the landscape of what I've been building, my family and my friends. And also, the people who I look up to. But when I tell you this person does things sexually I would have never experienced, it is hard for me to not continue to deal with it. So I'm asking you guys, if you were in my position or have ever been in my position, what did you do? How do you tell the person who have given you the best sexual experience of your life that you cannot no longer deal with them because of what society may say?
What you can do, women, is always give them a comforting message that you're enjoying this. Oh, I enjoy this so much, and I really like this that lasts forever. Let's go slow. That's one phrase. It could be a million different phrases, but the message you're giving and the tone of your voice says, I'm enjoying this, and let's go slow. Oh, slow. This feels really good. Move his hands. Don't tell him what to do. Most men don't like that unless they're doing S&M or something. But generally speaking, don't correct me when I'm making love to you. And women go, oh, I can't say anything. But he's doing the wrong stuff. So you have to move his hand. Just don't say something. Literally move his hand. And he's going down south. Just move it back up to the breast. Touch your own breast. Kind of show him what you like. All sort of miming it, not talking it. Because a man wants to feel, most men want to feel masterful, that I'm providing this great experience for you.